To say for me, I found, like many of the others, I'm in book groups and I was reading the books, but I was scanning the words. I wasn't comprehending what I was reading. So reading aloud has really made a difference. It gets me to focus. And when I'm reading with someone, I'm sure like some of the others will say, is that you then discuss the material that you read. And wasn't that funny? Or wasn't that interesting? Or I didn't know that. So it goes on in that vein. And I want to share
at least 10 minutes a day after I do my numbers. And then if I'm really feeling energetic, I'll sit down and try and write something. So I try and get through the entire 3 exercises, for lack of a better term. And I try and program it for early enough in the day that I don't get trapped by other opportunities or other requirements later in the day and miss my my memory sessions. So that's kind of how I approach it. And as I say, I approach it by myself because I don't have anybody to work with, except when I come on Thursdays with you guys and get caught up on all the different ways that you all are doing the programs. So anyway, Teresa, thanks for the opportunity to horn in here a little bit, and I'll just pass it back to you and listen.
Is helping him. I've seen funny little behaviors like a year ago, and since he started doing the programs, a lot of them have gone back to where he was. Like, this is kind of odd, but he was having a tendency to leave cupboard doors and drawers open all over the house and leave lights on, which he'd never done before. So that was just kind of odd to me. And then since he started doing the program, he doesn't do it anymore. So I don't know what that means, but it's something that I was aware of.
That's certainly neat. Yeah. And homeowners across America are cheering for you, Dick, that you're
helped a lot. Just reading aloud, I had to think about, I have to, and then I said, oops, like that. But I think it is, I can see the value of it. I've always read. I've been reading since I was a little girl. I still do that. But then picking an article to read and making it a little more interesting. But I think that's an important thing because I'm thinking about how it's saved. Of course, sometimes it might be something irritating. I'm going, oh, like that, about the politics or whatever. But I appreciate that. And reading and then reading out loud. That's really good, I think. I'm in a book club, but every once in a while we'll quote something and say, isn't that something, something like that. But it's more of a daily thing. That's really good, however they came up with that. And then I'm still doing my exercises for the most part.
Is being here and present with other people has been essential, and especially Zoom has been such a godsend during COVID. So, but I look forward to seeing all of you, even though I'm in Oregon and you're across the country. You're like friends, and like many of you, we all miss Brad Stanford and felt that loss when he passed away. So I think the connections, physical human connections, and this Zoom group reminds me that I don't have to be, you're all in the same room with me, okay? But we don't have to be physically near each other in any other way. But this makes a difference for me, and I'm sure for many of you too. Thank you.
If you look back to where we were and see what it has done, there's no question you would keep on doing it. And I think the other thing is doing it every day makes a big difference.